Hello, this is your captain speaking. Welcome back to Mother Invasion from the Unknown. I am hoping to have this beat tonight, and then next week I'll move on to Mother Encore Act 2. So, I did see they're going to be doing a pretty extensive update to this game, which kind of figures it's probably going to be launched right after I finish this. Not right after, but yeah. So I'll probably replay it at some point. It looks like they're really overhauled the graphics. They're not reusing like a lot of graphics from the first Earthbound, or you know, they're not reusing a lot of the backgrounds from. They're not reusing like overworld shots from the Earthbound beginnings, and more characters are going to have character art. And I think it's going to have its own soundtrack. So when that releases, I don't know. Also, I do know there is a Mother 2, which would be Earthbound, uh, not visual novel, but game book, which this visual novel, like this Mother Invasion from the Unknown is based off of a game book. But yeah, there's one of those also in existence, and I imagine they're going to do the same thing. And oh no, they translated, or someone translated the Mother 2 one. So I'm assuming once they're done updating this one, they'll be working on that one. So at some point, I'll probably be doing a stream for that one when it comes out, if it comes out. So, anyways, trivia question. My terrible trivia question for the week. This sci-fi series takes place in the titular small town filled with a bunch of mad scientists working on top secret projects. A lawman and his delinquent child stumble upon this town and, after solving the town's current crisis, and end up moving. Ah, wow. Whoa, what did I do with writing this question? To the town when the lawman is made sheriff despite his average intelligence. This question sucks. I've said that before. I do not like this question, but I'm not going to redo it. A little late now. It's halfway through the week already. So, hopefully the music's not too loud. And we're going to load back here. I think this was at the beginning, so we're going to start out. We're going to start out by heading east. We can see the path suddenly turn north. Okay, so we're at a crossroads. I am actually mapping this out. Now, south just takes us back. Let's head north. Turns west, but it's a dead end. Let's head east. Path suddenly turned left, so it goes north. I'm gonna draw it up here. Okay, so I can go two ways. We're gonna go east. Also a dead end. And we got another one that heads east. Turn sharply north. We're gonna go east. Also heading north. And this one gets us to the exit. Why don't I just go... I'm gonna go back to the start. We're going west. And path turns north. Oh, east was a dead end. So we're continuing north. Curves and begins heading east. I feel like I did not draw this out very well. Let's head north. Heading east again. Yeah, I did not draw this out very well. And I found a dragon. That's really all I need. Quick save. Okay, we're gonna let Anna start. And I swore I've tried both of these before. There we go. She cried out with her voice, sure, but was also calling out the dragon with her mind. I have read your heart, and you are not an evil monster. And you're not being controlled either. So why? Why are you so unhappy? Huh? I couldn't believe what Anna was saying. This dragon was unhappy? I see. You had a child, and they were killed by a being from the stars. And you were having a dream about a time when your child was still alive. The dragon blinked its massive eyes, and with those eyes a teardrop fell. As the dragon cried, it began to sing. The melody was very sad, but was one that I recognized. The melody was part of the song we had been looking for. Anna approached the dragon, and she began to caress it gently. And soon, what do you know? The dragon nodded off into dreamland once more. Pleasant dreams. Sleep well. I was stunned, and so, I assume was Lloyd. Anna was very brave, and very kind. After the dragon had fallen into a deep sleep, we turned around and went back the way we came. And that almost looks like that just takes us straight to the exit. I mean, I'm good. I'm done now. I got the melody I needed. So now I can just breeze through the rest of the game. Let's go for Mount Itoi. Let's make sure I got the melody. Yeah. I almost should for this kind of game. I should have done this to begin with. There we go. Yeah, I got all the melodies. Well, I just need this melody, but I get that one from Eve. But I got all the rest of the melodies. Quick save. I don't think I was supposed to go this way. Try and fight. Yeah, I was supposed to have done this. I'm trying to remember. I think I need to run. Oh yeah, I do have to run. Crap, what was it? Lasers or missile? Fudge. Can I... Oh, no. Okay. Now. I know I'm skipping a lot of stuff, but I've already done this on the last stream, so figure it doesn't pay to... I'll... Quick save. User laser. Give yourself some... Wow, I got back here quickly. Alright, use Psi for protection. Let's go back. Okay, we'll do this next one. Anna got to her feet, not to... Oops, let's go back. Suddenly, Giegue's... We'll go with Giegue. I think that's what his name's supposed to be, but... powers began to weaken. Shaking my head clear, I turned to face him. Anna got to her feet not long after, and then, panting heavily, Lloyd stood up too. What's going on? Maybe he used up too much of his energy, although that would be surprising. Anna suddenly turned to me. Doug, those melodies! Giegue's lullaby. Let's try singing it. Yeah, let's try. The first one to begin singing was Lloyd. Next was Anna, and then me. It's really loud on my end. Stop that! Stop singing that song! Suddenly, that telepathy came back for us again. The three of us continued singing. Stop singing that song! Stop it! I can't remember what voice I used from last time. But we didn't stop. We looked right at Giegue, and we sang our hearts out. Stop singing, or I'll kill you! Giegue's mothership suddenly flashed a purple light, and then red, and then green. But we never stopped singing, because this beautiful song had the ability to touch hearts. And because it was such a pure and beautiful song, we hadn't noticed how lovely it was until that moment. It was truly a wonderful song. It held all of Queen Mary's tenderness. Her love for her children. We thought of her as we sang. Mom, Mama, Mommy, Mother. Mother is such a beautiful word, isn't it? Stop singing that song. Stop singing that song. Giegue began to tremble. Stop singing. We sang on, and at some point, we had begun to cry. Stop singing. There was an intense flash of light, and then power emanating from Giegue's mothership suddenly vanished. Finally, like a balloon whose string had been cut, the mothership began to drift up into the sky. It was going back to the stars, back to some distant planet out there in the universe, back to Giegue's home planet. That giant ship was being swallowed up by the boundless blue sky. It became nothing but a tiny speck, and as it disappeared entirely, the three of us held hands. It was all over. As we headed back down the mountain path and away from the foot of Mount Itoi, we spotted my papa, waiting for us in the driver's seat of his four-wheel drive Ford. Anna and Lloyd hopped into the back, and I climbed into the passenger seat. My papa looked at me without saying a word. He only tousled my hair, but it was enough. Well, let's get everyone back home. He put on his Ray-Bans and began to drive. After dropping Anna off at the church in a snowman, and Lloyd at his home in Marysville, we returned to Padunk. Apparently the adults who had gone missing in Youngstown had found their way home too. At least, that's what it said on the front page of the Portland Press-Herald that was lying on the floor in Papa's car. Well, that was quick. We arrived back home, and my mama, my little sisters, and Mick all ran out to greet us. Mama gently put her hand on Papa's neck, and after a short welcome home, she kissed him. Now let's see, what happened after that? Well, I made it through all that homework Mr. Donovan assigned us, and then I decided to take a peek into the attic as usual. Oh, I forgot to mention. That day I threw away my Primatine inhaler that I once carried with me wherever I went, and couldn't be without, because I didn't need it anymore. You know that thing they say about sickness and health starting with the mind? Well, I decided not to be a poor little kid with asthma anymore. I don't want to say anything that at the end like, and that's how we grew up from kids to full-fledged adults, like a typical story would. But I will say this. The three of us learned so many things on our journey. We learned how important it is to have someone to love. Lloyd learned how to have courage, and Anna learned how to express her kindness. For some reason, it makes me think of something I said to Lloyd once. How it reminded me of the Cowardly Lion from The Wizard of Oz. It was kind of funny. That meant that the Scarecrow who was missing a brain and the Tin Man who was missing a heart, those were me and Anna. Well then, who was the main character in our Oz party? Who was our Dorothy? Well, I guess that would be you, the one reading this right now. Alright. And they took it straight from the soundtrack. Oh, this is Smiles and Tears. I'm annoyed because I cannot find a version of this song. Because it's originally in Japanese, which is weird because if you know of when Mother was being made, or like being, what's the word I'm looking for? But like, they had a soundtrack with a bunch of songs on it, and they were all in English, despite the fact the soundtrack never made it to the States. And also, in fact, the game never made it to the States. So it was kind of weird. There's no version of Smiles and Tears that's in English, like official version. There are fan-made versions, but they're literal lyrics. Because the problem with the literal lyrics is they don't flow very well, in my mind. Yeah, they're teasing the second game book. Well, that was quick. Is there anything else I want to do? Nah, I'm gonna call it. Another quick stream. Next week shouldn't be as quick because I'll be doing Mother Encore Act 2. And I'm assuming that's going to be at least 3 streams. But we'll see. As I said, I'm gonna call it. And I'm gonna go back to the question. This sci-fi series takes place in the titular small town. God, the grammar is just so terrible in this question. I should have, if I had given myself more time, I would have probably fine-tuned it. Filled with a bunch of mad scientists working on top secret projects. A lawman and his delinquent child stumble upon this town and, after solving the town's current crisis, end up moving to the town when the lawman is made sheriff despite his average intelligence. So not sure if I'll be able to stream Friday night. We'll see. But if not, I'll be doing it Saturday night, and that'll be Elite Force 2. Monday, I will be doing more Sonic battles, starting Amy's story, I believe. Hopefully, I don't get stuck like I did in Rouge's story. I don't think there's going to be any missions that are that annoying in from this point onwards. And hopefully, I can start getting some better moves, or being able to equip some better moves. And then, as I said, next Wednesday, I will be doing starting Mother Encore Act 2. So, with that said, this is your captain speaking. You're now free to disembark.